Today is May 11th. The weather is okay. It's kind of raining. It's been raining ever since this morning. Actually, it was snowing before this, and then raining. Right now it's 6 degrees Celsius. Right. So today I'm playing with macro lens. This is from 7 Artisan. It's f2.8, 60mm. It's a macro lens. Essentially, macro lens, for those who don't know, not familiar with, macro lens is a magnifying glass for camera. It's 60mm. That's how much it's going to be magnified. The magnification on this one is 1:1 ratio, which means 1 centimeter object will appear on 1 centimeter length on the sensor. You don't really have to know. So the 1:1 is 1x, 1 to 2, 2 to 1 is 2x, 3x, 4x, so on. So this is 1:1 ratio with metal construction body. It's very basic construction. It's nothing fancy looking. It's basic. Built well. Has this buttery smooth fluid damping action for. This is for focus, and that's for aperture. So aperture is also smooth, so this is great for videography too, which is why I bought this one instead. An interesting fact is that if you put the magnification up to 1:1 ratio, you can kind of see it says 1:1. There's protruding lens hood, which goes inside of this lens, which is kind of weird. But you can also remove it. There's a lens element over there. For f2.6 is shockingly have small lens diameter in the front element. Compared to this 18 to 55, it's at least twice bigger in terms of, I don't know, surface area. So which means it gathers more light on this one than this one, even though it's the same f2.8. So far in terms of construction, only thing that I don't like about this one is this lens mount indication right here, which is it's on the lens mount. So if I want to switch the lens back and forth really quickly, that makes it a little difficult because I can't read where the position of the lens mount goes, I guess. So yeah, that's the only problem, but like other than that, I think it's fine. It's super sharp, has a nice bokeh. So instead of today doing testing here indoor with nice lightings and everything, I'm going to venture out to use it. Essentially, it's a manual focus, so I'm not gonna be able to, you know, hold camera like that and vlog it while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna need a second camera, which is my action camera. Yes. Battery is done charging. Oh. I don't know. Let's do it here because I don't see anyone. I'm gonna have some flowers, dandelion. They have over there's like tree. It's getting really windy, but before it starts to rain again, I'm gonna finish shoot real quick picture, and then to be honest, there's not much of a subject around right now because it's so cold in Canada. I'm gonna get as much as I can from here and go home, and I have some interesting object to macro photography, so we'll do that instead. Oh, I think that's too close. So I'm shooting at 1/1250 in shutter speed, ISO 640. It's just shaking too much. I can't focus. It's too windy today. Oh yeah, it's blurry. It's blurry. I can't do it. How about I do a tree bark? Let's do that 1:1 macro ratio. Well, this camera doesn't have a stabilization, so it's kind of hard to handheld it, but my shutter speed is so high, it definitely have no problem though. It's not easy, it's windy, no stabilization, so you definitely need tripod. So how about the video, right? f2.8, I don't know. I don't have ND, but my shutter speed is 3200, which is kind of ridiculous. What about like a long distance focusing? It does okay, but it's blurry. Never mind, it's actually good. But it's hard to focus at a distance because depth of field is so shallow that just a millimeter of rotation changes the focus. Interesting. So if I close the aperture down a bit and then open the shutter speed. So right now at f5.6. So it's not bad for long distance photography or long distance videography, just like a regular lens. But it's hard to focus at a distance than what's on the closer. Anyways, let's get moving. It's cold. So how's this macro lens from 7 Artisan? Well, it's okay. It needs a lot of light mainly because you can't really use f2.8 at very close distance. For a close distance, you probably have to use for f4 or 5.6 because depth of focus is way too shallow. It's hard to focus, and even if you do focus, it's hard to notice that what's focused. And strangely, at maximum maximum magnification, the lens tends to get darker even though it's constant aperture at 2.8. I mean, what even constant? It's not even zoom lens. It looks like zoom lens. There's a lot of focus breathing, but it's a macro lens, so it's understandable. Outside, it's, for me at least, it's too shaky to use it without tripod. I don't know. I wish I have a wide angle macro lens as well, but who knows. Oh yeah, lastly, I found the contrast on this lens is has a low contrast compared to other lenses. Anyways, that's about it. I had fun with this. I mean, as long as my Lego piece of this size can get this size, I'm satisfied. So that's been it. Hope to see you next one. Later.